When people see some things as beautiful, other things become ugly. When people see some things as good, other things become bad. Being and non-being creates each other. Difficult and easy support each other. Long and short define each other. High and low depend on each other. Before and after follow each other. Therefore, the master acts without doing anything and teaches without saying anything. Things arise and she lets them come. Things disappear and she let them go. She has but doesn't possess. Acts but doesn't expect. When her work is done, she forgets it. That is why it lasts forever. We live in this paradoxical unity, which is the duality world of the opposites. And when everything is beautiful, when we don't have the ugly, then nothing is beautiful. We don't have the extreme. Everything is just white. Everything is just bland. Everyone would just look the same. All animals is the same. Everything is, all plants, all animals, all humans, all different races, everything is just the same. There's no contrast. There's no colors. There's no high and low, tall, short, light and heavy. Not to mention good or bad. You can almost say it's nothing. And that's kind of where we began. We began with nothing. And we wanted to, what if we started creating? What if we created something beautiful? But just creating something beautiful, we are implying something is not as beautiful, which on the other extreme is ugly. When you play cops and robbers in the playground, somebody needs to be the robbers. My kids are playing with certain toys and they have good guys and bad guys. Well, you can't just have good guys when there's no bad guys. When everyone is good, no one's good. Being and non-being create each other. Difficult and easy support each other. What is easy? When we say something is easy, we automatically create it difficult. We blame other people or blame universe or blame something for the difficult situations in our lives. Without the understanding, we create it in the first place by labeling something as easy. The more that we say, this is delicious, this is yummy, the more that we're putting something high, and for that to be high, something needs to be lower in the scale of what we prefer to taste. And what we prefer to experience is the same thing as well. The more that we're labeling something as interesting, it's good, it's beautiful, it's amazing, it's awesome, it's epic, the more that we are distinguishing something else as not that great, not that awesome, not that epic. And I'm being, I guess, not even that extreme. The more extreme is like, this is disgusting, this is repulsive. And before and after follow each other. If there's no before, then there's no after. It's the time, the illusion that we created. If every moment is just in this present moment, you know, oh, yesterday was so much better than today. Oh, last year was so much better than this year. 2020, that was a sucky year. Last year we did so much better. We created this duality. We look at an animal world. The animals are just looking in this present moment. You look at a newborn infant. The infant doesn't think about what did they do yesterday, whether they pooped or not, how many meals of milk they drank. It's just the present as is. That's how we were born. But then we've trained ourselves to recognize the duality. Actually, I wouldn't even say recognize. It's feeling the opposite without understanding that we have a choice on whether we see as the duality or we see as unity. Are the waves, is it different to the ocean? The ocean waves, I don't like the waves, but I like looking at the ocean. Well, they're kind of the same thing. And if you break everything down from a science level, everything is just atoms. Everything is the same. It's no different. Therefore, the master acts without doing anything and teaches without saying anything. Things arise, she let them come. Things disappear, she let them go. In our perception that I need to do this, I need to be a good person, I need to be charitable, I need to be helping all these people because we are elevating one certain belief system as better than the next. What if, going back to what we said earlier, if someone did go to prison, it allows them for a higher probability of awakening, of remembering who they are and reconnecting with their soul than the person in a private jet. If you're leading someone's life to be on a private jet, is it necessarily better? It just is. So does the master have to, I need to be this wise guru, I need to be this helpful person, this kind person? According to the Tao Te Ching, no. It doesn't have to do anything. It doesn't have to say anything. But doesn't mean that the master doesn't do anything and doesn't say anything. It goes with the flow. It just surrenders to the force of the Tao. Things arise, she let them come. Things disappear, she let them go. Recognizing that it's a flow of life. She has stuff, but doesn't possess, doesn't need to control. I need to hold on to it. It trusts the universal guiding force. It acts, but it doesn't expect. It doesn't, if I'm nice to this person, are they going to be nice to me in return? Is it releasing of the control? When her work is done, she forgets it. That is why it lasts forever. She's not looking at her work as, look at me, look at the legacy I'm creating. I'm going to have my name on Wikipedia or some encyclopedia or Google, like remembering, or thousands of people remembering the great work that I've done. Because again, you understand that if the master is some great person, is starting to judge someone else as not as good. That's the paradoxical nature of it. That is why it lasts forever. It's the force of the universe. There's no fixed structure. It's just energy spinning and spinning and spinning. And if you try to hold on to the energy and spinning and contain in the shape, it doesn't work. Energy is free-flowing in its nature. Just like the ocean. Imagine, let's freeze the ocean. It's no longer the ocean. The universal force doesn't work like that. It comes and goes. And when you can see a lot of the fractal patterns on YouTube or different places that you may have seen, or even if you look into a broccoli, look at the shape of a sunflower, or just a lot of the shapes in nature, you can marvel at the creation. Wow, look at these patterns. Look at the way the river flows. Look at the way the different animals interact with each other on the whole circle of life. And you go, wow, that's beautiful. Without needing to control. Nah, I don't want this bird to fly to that tree. I want this bird to only eat this nuts but doesn't eat that worm. The more that you try to control, the more that you're not recognizing the natural force of the universe that's flowing.